Welcome to week 2 of Division 1B of the CSC Challenger Series, brought to you by Partners Promoting Darts. I'm Sean Green, the play-by-play commentator, joined by my partner in the booth this weekend at the Wiehe Cup. So we're giving you a little preview here, the great Ryan Mooneyham. Ryan, you have raised the average age of the show by about 30 years. Welcome back to the CSC Challenger Series.
I appreciate that. I'm glad that I'm going to be 50 next month. I can start playing in the senior tour.
Man, congratulations on that. If I make it to 50, it'll be a miracle with my mouth. Buddy, this evening we have a great battle for you, but let's go over last week. Last week was a big one. We had Tyler Hinsey, led all the averages in Division 2 after week 1 with a staggering 5.29 average. That's good enough right now for 7th overall in Division 1, which is why I keep calling this Division 1B, man. The other notables from last week, Tyler Wiehe, who plays tonight, 4.93, second overall in averages. John Hussman had a 4.82. Johnny Lackey had a 4.78, and Casey Jones had a 4.76, and they play each other tonight here in round 2. It's insane, man. There are 15 players that average over a 4.5 MPR in week 1.
4.5. 4.5 used to get you in Division 1 as a top 15 player. You're not even getting in the next 30, the top 32, and now you're playing in I wouldn't even say it's Division 1B or Division 2. I would just say Segment 2. Because listen up, 5.5 what'd you say? And Mr. Hinsey? Holy moly.
Yeah, little Hinsey. Well, not little Hinsey. There's no such thing in that family. But a 5.29 is insane. And we'll see what happens, man. Listen, Division 1, as of today, when I check the stats, there are half the field, literally half the field, is averaging over a 5.0 MPR. It's crazy.
5.0 is the new standard to be the average player, folks. I'm going to repeat that.
The average
5.0 is now becoming the average standard for you to be an average player.
In Division 1.
I mean, now we're pushing that 6.0. That 6.0 is going to be the new standard.
Yeah, and you never know what we're going to get in Division 1. You never know what we're going to get in Division 2. But I can tell you right now, it's going to be a showdown tonight. Austin Braswell from Apopka, Florida, which I probably said wrong, is taking on Tyler Wiehe for the first time on stream. But let's look at Austin Braswell. Playing at Trick Shots Metro West. He's been playing for about 3 years. So, again, it always surprises me when he puts up that stat. That Tyler Wiehe actually is the more seasoned veteran dart player, which is just crazy because he's only been playing for about 6 years. He's throwing his Super Darts Gen 1s. They call him Kissing Me Mike. Oh, he's throwing the Kissing Me Mikes. Sorry. I don't know why I called him that. He does look like James Edwards' brother, which is amazing. He didn't even tell me that stat was going to be on there. But that's hilarious. His average, a 4.44 MPR in week number 1. 444, 44, 44. He had only 2 9 marks, which is a little bit below what he would typically do. But he followed that up with 22 7 marks, 15 5 marks, and 15 games played. His win percentage is a 56.2 because he won 9-6 over last season's champion, Rich Sturbins. So last season's champion is already in the loser side of the bracket coming into week 2.
I mean, the standard just keeps raising and raising and raising and raising. 4.44, I wouldn't say that wouldn't have been a 5.0. I mean, your opponent's pushing you. He's got the knowledge and the willpower and the ability to raise his game. You know, maybe some of those games he was able just to stay ahead, didn't have to do a whole lot of work. I mean, we already seen what Tyler's posting on his side. So I will see Austin come up there with higher standards today, throwing close to 5 to go against Mr. Tyler.
Yeah, absolutely. And let's look at Tyler Wiehe. First time on the stream. First time in the CSC Challenger Series this season. He's playing out of Bill's Pub in it's near Easton, Kansas, which is where he lives. He is a mechanic, and he's 29 years of age. He's been playing darts for about 6 years. Again, last week he had the second highest average, a 4.93, with, again, a 56.2% win rate because he defeated Shane Watson 9-6. And Shane had himself a heck of a day, too. But 9 marks from Tyler Wiehe last week, 23 7 marks, 26 5 marks in the same amount of games played as Austin Braswell. So if you're Austin Braswell, he's also throwing those JVD 19-gram darts. I want to point that out. If you're Austin Braswell, you know you have to raise your game tonight, right?
I also, if you're Tyler coming in, I had a fantastic week last week. 4.93, very happy. 9 marks, very happy. Got my win, very happy. I'm going against a veteran. I'm going to have to raise my game. I'm going to be streamed. I'm going to have more of a crowd. There's a lot of things that could change the dynamics pretty quickly. But, playing for 6 years, Bill Spub's out of St. Joe, Missouri. I know a lot of those players that play in that pub. They're going to be there supporting him. So it's going to be a battle.
Absolutely. And that's the theme of Division 1B this season, right? It's always going to be a battle. And if you've never watched before, let's go over that battle, the format and the specific rules for the CSC Challenger Series. It's a double elimination style tournament. This is the winner side. Players play a race to 9, best of 17 legs, all cricket, with a cork or 3-dart count up to start the match. The loser of the previous leg will start the next leg after that. If either player is down 3 or more legs, which we saw on Monday with the dismantling from La Maquina, they will continue to go first until the deficit is reduced to 2 legs. That's the PBD player advantage rule. And if we go the distance and we go for speed, the players will cork for start in the last leg decider. And it looks like Tyler Wiehe is going to get the start here.
Thought she's going to break out in song after that.
Well, usually Will says and we're going for speed, but he's always late on it every time. So I figured I would just say it tonight just to avoid all that.
With Will's traveling, we'll throw that jab. Here we go, Mr. Sean.
Absolutely. Hey, Mr. Ryan, who do you have tonight? What's the final scoreline prediction for you?
I'm going to go 9-7, Tyler Wiehe. I think he's on a high. Oh. I think the ability to be streamed. I know his background and the players in his area. I'm going to give it to the Eastern Kansas boy.
All right. Well, nothing like a homer in the booth tonight.
You got 2 homers.
Speaking of homers,
booth, by the way, you got 2 of them.
Nick, I was just about to come to you. Who you got tonight, bud?
So actually, it was funny. I just spent the weekend watching Tyler over in Omaha, Nebraska, and then I got to actually last night when I went to go interview Austin, watch his entire league match as well. Both these guys obviously coming off a lot of play for these last couple days here. Both these guys in pretty good form. Tyler with his week 1 performance, though, I mean, I really feel like that's a high gear that while Austin Braswell's always done well in the CSC, we've never quite seen him hit that level of gear. I think his hands are going to be full tonight, and I'm going to give the edge to Tyler here.
Wow. Speaking of a reverse homer, Austin Braswell looking for the first 9, and he gets the first 9. Boom goes the Floridian. Right out the gates here in leg number 1.
Gotta get the
how
boom.
Tyler can respond. Oh, yeah. Well, especially on this show. It's kind of where it originated from. Sorry, everybody else. I'm actually going to give a little bit of a reverse opinion here. I'm going to take Austin Braswell. I think the experience of being on the stream is going to outweigh how both players played last week. I mean, if you look at their actual MBRs, they're not separated by very much at all. So you expect that to get a little bit closer this week. And I think Austin has a lot to prove. Drop from Division 1 last season.
Austin's really controlling this leg. It is leg 1. A lot of things will settle down here soon. But Austin, with right now sitting, 6.67? We were talking about averages not being as high. He's showing us right now that he can throw.
He absolutely can. I like his throw, too. It goes right to his eye line.
Well, Austin's also one of those super mechanical players. He's very conscientious of what's going on every part of the form. He's not going off arm feel too often. And even to the point where last night it was just me playing a no cap DRT on one board and him playing a league match on the other board, and all other boards were available. He's like, well, this is the board I'm playing the CSC tomorrow, so therefore I need to play the league match, make sure it's dialed in. I need to get there 2 hours before, blah blah blah. And he did the same ritual for his league match as he did for this.
Well, there you go.
That's somebody who's putting the work in, putting the time in and the effort to be good at what he does.
Well, and it's a good insight into how he is so good at darts after only been playing for 3 years.
It takes a lot of time and effort on the backside to get to the point where you're sitting in a CSC Challenger Series.
Well, guys, let us know in the chat. Who do you have in this bad boy? Is it going to be Austin Braswell? Is it going to be Tyler Wiehe? Let us know where you're tuning in from. I've seen a lot so far. But we got Royal in the chat, Chris Martz, Tyler Little, Richard Otts. And, yeah, so far, guys, automatically entering yourself into tonight's live stream giveaway, blah, 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 brought to you by A2ZDarts.com. If you just leave a comment in our chat, hit that like button on our Facebook page like Dennis Shea just did. Tonight's raffle winner will receive a $15 gift certificate to A-ZDarts.com. It's like straight cash, homie. Again, just leave a comment.
Braswell taking that 15 away quickly. Straight to the bullseye.
And he heads right to the bull, yep. In complete control of leg number 1.
And I believe this is a break of throw.
It absolutely is. But, Ryan, what we found out here in the CSC Challenger Series is this is a marathon, not a sprint. So how you start leg number 1 is not going to necessarily be how you finish in leg number 17 if it goes the distance.
I mean, if you're going to go 9-5, 9-4, 9-6, you're going to have several legs from that you are not going to start.
All right, so at the end of this leg, I've had someone ask for my auctioneer voice here for leg number 2. So I'm going to go ahead and do you want to know how to become eligible to play major PPT events like the CSC Challenger Series script just for Jared right after this leg's over. Because Austin takes out leg number 1, a 4.44. That is his exact average week 1 of the CSC Challenger Series.
I think we only managed one 9 mark that game. We only had one boom.
Hey, Sean. Sean?
Yeah, buddy.
How do I get involved in the PPD program?
Well, do you want to know how to become eligible to play in the major PPD events like the CSC Challenger Series?
Boy, do I.
Well, players become eligible for those by playing in PPD leagues or daily remote tournaments or DRTs. Leagues are starting daily. Get involved by going to dartstoc.com.
Boom
and check out
goes
the
the dynamite.
Apple show. Really? In the middle of the speech?
Sorry, back at you. I had to give him that.
The map will show a new location with G3 boards with the PPD system. They're always accepting new members, so if you're not seeing anything in your area, just have your vendor contact them on the website. From there, you can sign up for leagues on the website. It doesn't take a ridiculous amount of games to be eligible either. Consistently playing one league a week will keep players eligible for this event in the future. Again, go to drtstoc.com to get signed up today. I even did it the fastest I've ever done it. Yeah,
I didn't mean
it's okay. It's too late now.
But hey,
I'm actually happy that you did.
I mean, it's a 9 mark open. You got to give him love for that.
Absolutely, you do. I wasn't upset with it. It always happens. Every time we're reading something like that, it always happens. Thanks, Jared. I'll take the 8.5 out of 10. Hey, March is here, which means spring is around the corner, and so is the new dart of the month. Enjoy a $15 discount on all Target Hema darts this March. That means if you win tonight the gift card and you go to purchase the Target Hema darts, you actually get $30 off. All customers that buy a set of Hema darts will automatically be entered into a special raffle to win a set of Target Bolade Void darts. The raffle ends April 1st. That's no joke. And the winner will get their choice of soft tip 18 grams or steel tip 22 grams. Best of luck. Also, A to Z Darts just restocked on all Luke Lidler darts and merch. They're going fast, so make sure to grab a set before they're gone again. For some post-shopping relaxation, check out their newest blog about win more soft tip players and dart flights. Just click the banners on their website and check out their resources tab. What a leg we got going on so far here, bud.
I was going to say, Austin comes back, closes down the 19s, opens the 18s, gets the point lead. Wiehe right back to the 20s, two triple 20s. Didn't take a look at the 18, tried to pick up more points, wasn't able to capitalize. Austin back on the 18s.
And a big 7 mark from Austin. Ladies and gentlemen, you are seeing the talent here in Division 2 this season. Firsthand here, looking at Tyler and Austin.
Speaking of talent, that Trip 20 right now and Tyler are having good relations.
You mean he's not stepping out on the neighbors?
No, triple 20. He wanted one more trip 20. Otherwise, he could have taken that look at the 18s. If he would have pulled to the 18s and left the door open for Braswell, he did not. He stayed on the 20s. Austin has to go back to the 18s. Only gets up 37 points, so Tyler can go triple here. Maybe get rid of the 18. We'll see what he does.
Did you guys see the comment that just popped up in chat there? Rich Durbins commented, "New champion will be coming in season 6," which implies that he went 2-0 here, losing to Florida's Shane Watson tonight, which is insane if that's actually what that means.
Well, if that's the case, Rich, man, you had a great run last season. You're always a champion in the Division 2 of the CSC Challenge Series. But, hey, there's always next season.
Tyler looked to go to the 18s. So let's get that 20 first. Just needs 2 to get rid of the 18. May
Brian,
not be happy with the 3
man.
Close.
That's got to tell you, man, how good this season of the CSC Challenge Series is, Division 2, for the defending champion to be out after 2 weeks.
I did levels just incredible. I mean, if you're not competing, if you're 4 or 5, you're not even top 100. It's crazy. It's just unridiculous the amount of levels that just keep raising themselves every week, every CSC Challenge Series, every WCS, every PPD National. It's just getting stronger and stronger and stronger.
As your co-commentator, I'm not going to bring this up, but as your friend, I'm going to. You just said unridiculous, which is an interesting word.
I'm sorry. It's ridiculous.
Which is great. No. I am using unridiculous from this point forward.
I'm gonna hear about that. It's gonna be a chive incident or a Happy Meal.
Well, Austin Braswell is pretty used to these types of incidents happening on his shows. That is when the chive incident happened a year ago.
I know. No. Maybe I'll get a jersey out of it that says "Boom the unridiculousness."
The unridiculousness is real.
The ridiculousness of the averages is real. How about I rephrase that for everyone?
Nope, too late. I like the other way.
I know, I'm dead.
No, you're not. No one's even mentioned it like they did chive, like immediate chive responses. And we hadn't even mentioned his name yet. And I think it's because both of us know that we have to not only hang out with him and work with him this weekend, which is always a treat, guys. You want to see a stressed out person, come to the Booyah Cup and watch Will Stewart walk around. But we also have to...
The famous Will Stewart.
The GOAT.
The GOAT. The famous. The wizard.
Austin Braswell trying to dig himself back into this leg. I'm going to say it. I think a mistake was made early on by Austin. I think when he was down about 17 points, 18 points a couple times, he should have taken that look at that triple 20 and gotten rid of it.
That 20 has been Tyler's friend. Tyler and that trip 20 have been buddies. They've been buddies.
Well, I just chime in on that one too. That famous match we keep talking about with the chive incident, right? Was also known, would have otherwise been known as where Austin Braswell refused to close, and that final leg got up to a 1,200 plus point battle between the two players, and Johnny Lackey ended up taking it from underneath him when Austin was well out in front. And that was actually the first time where he's like, hey, I want to reevaluate my strategy. And he still plays extremely heavy on the points, but he's going to try not to make as many of those mistakes, but he is not going to take those single markup closes unless he feels really confident or like he has to.
Well, look who he plays with in his backyard. His backyard is heavy with a lot of players that know how to point up fast. So the strategies, you got to think your strategies for your opponents. When you get out in the CSC Challenger Series, you're seeing new folks, or someone like Lackey with a lot of experience can come from the bottom up.
You're not wrong there. And, I mean, you see it in the background. Santa's back there watching along.
Yeah. I mean, you got to think about what he plays against on a regular basis. So point battle is just normal for them. 4-5, 4-6, 5.0, that's just a normal leg for them.
Well, there's a 4-7 from Tyler Wiehe, and it's 1-1. Richard Otts, it is. I feel like you typed that at the same time I said it. Jinx, you owe me a Coke. And I'm just so excited for my free Coke.
I want to give a huge shout out to Bill's Pub that actually is the first time we're showing them since they got their camera package. And let me tell you, a lot of eyes on the stream board over here as well. Actually take a little bit of a look there. But you can see everyone in there hanging out. There's a good little corner there that's just supporting. And it's kind of like off in its own little area. So very private playing experience for Tyler over there, which could be beneficial because you don't have to worry about anybody bumping, but could also make you feel a little bit more hyper-focused and can psych yourself out a little bit when you're kind of in the tunnel like that.
I think there's going to be a lot more locations with streaming packages, if I'm not correct.
That's the goal.
Ooh.
You are absolutely correct.
Ooh, look at this. Look at this. Oh, boy, I wanted Sean to yell it. I look forward when Sean yells it. It's like the highlight of my streaming experience.
I knew there was one person. Like, I knew there had to be one. And
when I'm calling matches with you not there, I even give you credit for it when I see those. But I don't take it away from you. I'm like, you know what? This is for you, Sean.
Well, it's an honor to hear you say that. Because I do the same thing for some of my favorites, right? You have to go bullseye.
Bullseye.
Because of Wayne Martle. You always have to
Wayne
go.
Martle does the bullseye the best.
Yeah, 100%. You always have to go.
Braswell.
That's a 180 for Anthony Eugenia. So I'll always give those homages. I decided I wasn't going to do it. 7 mark there from Tyler Wiehe. Is it going to be enough? Not necessarily. Yeah, Austin takes it there on dart 2. I like that move. Right back to the 20s.
Yep, good move. Good smart darts. 2 houses, a comfortable point lead, pushing Tyler into the 15s and 16s. Tyler need to stay there for one more turn.
Ooh. I do like his throw a lot. He does. Someone mentioned this earlier in the chat, and I'm sorry for not giving you credit for it, but he does kind of have that Martin Schindler. The dart's almost pointing down comparatively, like from the board. You'll see it here. He tucks it in, and it points down as he gets set.
Down 92 points. Nope, you are correct.
It's very Martin Schindler-esque. Yeah.
Yep.
And that wasn't me. Someone in the chat.
Yeah, you are correct on that. It looks like the wall.
I'm gonna guess Tyler's a bit taller.
I'll probably say so.
I mean, he's
Schindler.
I believe he's about the same height as me. He's around 6 feet tall, give or take.
So
well, that's taller than me, considering I'm 5'7".
You tower over the wall.
Yeah. What is he, 5'5"?
If not shorter than that. Seeing him in person was a he is tiny type of situation.
But man, he can throw. Speaking of throwing, chip 15, goodbye.
It goes back to points. Just plays a little safe.
Yeah,
I am too.
I think I would want to slip one bull. I'd want one bull. Give me a 2-shot finish.
All Tyler's going to be able to do. Yeah.
Yeah. When you pull,
but I like the 20, idea.
I know it's a good idea, but he's giving the leg up. He's down way too much not to be on that bull.
There you go. Austin Braswell takes a 2-1 lead early in the CSC Challenger Series Division II match. 4.96 will be the highest winning average so far in the 3 legs. So they're just getting better. So hit that like button, hit that share button.
Want to also have a mentionable here. Looking at some of the players' runs on these runs as they come in for Division II. Jason Hawkinson 2 and out of the mix. One of the better shots in the mix as far as average going into it. And I was hoping to see more of him. Fortunate exit for him there. And then on the other end, Christian Beard moved on and will be playing Nick East. Nick East, of course, losing to Mike Scarborough there. And Steve Zeiker knocking out Hunter Van Beek.
And also
Braswell.
Tyler Holmes is also out, as Don Kirby did defeat him last night. So Kirby's still in this bad boy. Talking up a storm about it, too, I'm sure.
Wiehe out in front. 2 high grounds. Braswell pushed into the 18s. Needs all 3.
Franny in the chat saying he's going for the guy wearing the dart jersey. Well, there's 2 of those. You clever person, you.
I think he picked Kenny Doyle.
Kenny always wears his dart jerseys, doesn't he?
I mean, I've only ever seen him at darts and at fireworks stands, and let's be honest, those jerseys are just so nice and airy that you might as well wear them when you're at the fireworks stand too.
You can wear your Boom Goes the Dynamite jersey at the fireworks stand.
Magicwear.com.
Wouldn't that be something? Austin Braswell.
Come on,
right
give me
back
one.
into it with a 9. Boom goes the dynamite for Austin Braswell.
I look forward to him every night.
That's number 3 so far of the stream. Remember, Tyler Wiehe had 9 on his own last week. One of the higher numbers from last week. And this will come as no surprise. In Division 1, the leader in 9 marks so far, La Maquina, after his showing on Monday night with 19 and 12 legs of darts.
There's a reason why he goes by the machine. He just plays like a machine. We should see him this weekend.
We will. He's the number 2 seed in the Booyah Cup.
Give us another one.
Boom goes the dynamite for Tyler Wiehe. His second so far, and he's throwing a 6.2 in this leg with the throw. And I don't care who you are, with the throw or against the throw, and your opponent's averaging a 6.2, you're most likely losing that leg.
And he's dropped 2 9 marks on you, and he owns 3 houses on you.
Do you see Kicks in the chat asking me how my no cap singles DRT from last night went? Well, it sounds about how you'd expect a commentator playing in a no cap goes. I lost 3 legs in the best of 5, and then I lost 2 legs straight in the best of 3 on the loser side. So 0-5 on legs. To be fair, the best winning leg I lost to was a 7-3, and the worst one was a 4-5.
Yeah, minus those averages, you played like me. Tyler Wiehe ties it back up. Man, Ryan, this has all of the showings of going the entire distance, doesn't it?
Oh yeah. It's been the leader. It's been the opening player. I don't think there's been a break of throw yet. The opening leg is a break of throw, but I think it's been a hold ever since.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
Both players they've opened up on the 20 and they've held that 20. We haven't seen that come back from player number 2 to get rid of the high grounds. The high grounds have been held every time.
So let me ask you, as a player on the other side, and you're recognizing that as part of your process that you work through, do you take more aggressive shots at the 20, knowing that that's been kind of the honeypot to win legs?
Well, I mean, as you slide into this as a 2-2 thing, right now you may not look aggressive just yet. I mean, you're tied up 2, you held 2, he's held 2. Still at the game kind of flow. Maybe you might do a pop shot early if you get the 20s, and then he gets the 18s. You take the early look at the 18s. Same thing if you have the 19s, you take the pop shot at the 19 just to kind of fill out your opponent. But right now, you've been maintaining. He's maintaining. Right now I wouldn't change up much strategies. Get the high ground, hold the high ground. Right now, if I have the 20s and it's been working for me, I'm going to stay with the 20s and I'm going to stay the course on the 20s. I'm going to make him come after me.
I just feel like if you take that pop shot, you're going to turn into a peacock and then you got to fly.
Well, here's the thing. You miss, you drop an extra leg. If you're down 3 legs, you got to start making aggressive moves. Why give up the early legs if you know that you can just maintain a good average, moving around the board, push them out? That's just early. Now later on, it's a different story. You're down 6-4, 6-3. You have to get rid of. You have to start pushing them. You got to start trying to steal legs out from underneath them.
Yeah, I hate to tell you this, but Mike Maloney actually agreed with you. So you're definitely on the wrong end of that.
Did?
Yeah. He did say not this early, which is exactly what you said. And that's an amazing point. And that's why we have you in the booth doing expert stuff. And I'm hoping that you realize that you referenced a movie quote, and then I just continued it on, but I don't think you recognize it.
Uh-oh. Give it to me.
Someone needs to let us know in the chat.
Oh, Lord.
Where was that movie reference? A pop shot. Happens in a police station. And Mark Wahlberg is just wanting to be a peacock. There you go. Kristen gets it done. The other guys.
I wasn't going to be able to help here.
I didn't know that one
never
either.
been about that life. Never been about that life. You guys have never seen The Other Guys? Really?
I've seen it. I just don't remember it.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, other than the
Despot.
Gate had never been about that life, I really don't remember much of the movie.
You're right. Ryan, so when you're on the show for the first time, which that's not you, but I'm going to guess that you skipped over this process, but you got to do a desk pop. It's where you shoot off your gun into the air. You're right. It's not called a pop shot, but it still reminded me of it. And then I went with it. Then there's the peacock reference. All right.
Speaking of reference, there's another one.
Yep. Dynamite from Austin Braswell. And he is in complete control of this leg, throwing a 6.17. You see Tyler Wiehe takes a little step back there before he's like, where am I at? It doesn't matter what I do. All right, cool. Then I'll just try and practice the 20s for the next round. Where is Easton, Kansas, compared to where you're located, buddy?
Where I'm at?
Yep.
Where he's playing at's right at 3 hours from my house. He's playing in St. Joe, Missouri.
Okay. Well, the 5.86 gets it done in that leg for Austin Braswell. Takes a 3-2 lead. Reminder, guys, after leg number 7, we will take a short break where you will hear from our great players. Nick Darashi actually sat down with Tyler Wiehe and Austin Braswell for this one. So it's going to be it's a really cool experience that he was able to travel up to Omaha just to interview Tyler Wiehe, and then he flew back just in time to interview Austin Braswell.
Well, we know I wasn't going to Omaha just to interview Sugar Shane. That's for sure.
Yeah, no, that's for sure. Jeremy Byrne asking, where's I don't know who that is, Jeremy. I think it's pronounced Stard. Will Stard. He's in Wisconsin, I guess. Austin just tried a Maloney double, and ladies and gentlemen, that's why you do not try a Maloney double.
Maloney can try Maloney doubles. This guy goes triples. And if I miss, I just get a single out of it. I still got a single. Because if you go double and you hit outside, that still is 0.
The only time that is acceptable is if it's a winning dart or if you're blocked.
Yes. Or you're a masterful at it when it comes to Maloney. Of course, if he hits on the inside, he's not disappointed because he'll come right next to the next dart. Going for a double close in a game of cricket, you go outside, you might as well just throw it to triple because a single will be better than bat.
Yep. And that's the worst sound in darts. The worst vision in darts is the question marks, but the worst sound is definitely the burp sound on the outside of the board. But you said it yourself, and it's a great actual thing to think about when it comes to, should I shoot at doubles or not? Is your name Mike Maloney? If it's not, then the answer is no. He is shooting at the inside wire of the double, and he's good enough to do things like that. So there is a number of players that are good enough to actually shoot at doubles and consistently do so. I would argue that a steel tip player probably has a better chance of hitting a double to finish out a leg or a game, just because they're shooting at that all the time. However, you got to have the talent level to do it in the first place. And there's a lot of people who just do it because Mike Maloney does it, and you don't want to do that.
So the rule of thumb
is that when Nick starts talking, you just cut him out.
Oh, yep, there we go. Whoopsie. Hi.
Hey, welcome back.
First time streamer here, apparently. The rule of thumb, when to know if you should shoot at doubles or not, is ask yourself if you're closer to being a Ryan Mooneyham or a Sean Green.
I'm not going to shoot at the double.
Boom,
hey,
goes
give me another one,
dynamite
Sean.
again for Austin Braswell. Mike, actually, you don't need to prove it wrong, because I said, is your name Mike Maloney? Then you shouldn't be shooting at doubles.
I won't.
So yours actually is name Mike Maloney. That is your name, so it works. And back-to-back 9 marks as Tyler Wiehe gets another one as well. They are battling here right now, folks. And look at this. Austin Braswell right back in the treble. And then he unluckily gets the treble 7.
He's smart to open a house.
Sunshine Lollipops, you are correct. So here's what I'm going to say. Austin's averaging a 5.79 to Tyler Wiehe's 5.17. Everything's pointing to the fact that Austin's playing better in this leg, but because of the numbers that he has versus his opponent, he is losing the leg. He's got to get rid of this 20. It's got to be now. Like, just get rid of it now. I don't care if you have to go to a different number. Just get rid of it now.
Well, here's the thing.
You can't expect
One
Tyler
trip
to
20
miss
out
this.
of Tyler, you can get rid of that 19 just like that. Trip 20, get rid of the 19.
He's not missing the 20s. 19, bye-bye. You're absolutely right. That was the right shot, Ryan. And he accomplishes that shot. And you know someone's listening to that location. It's like, hey, WWDBD, what would Danny Baggage do? He'd close the higher ground.
I will tell you what Darren Young told me early in my career. When you play cricket against a high-level player, you got to keep it close. You close them down. You push them to the bottom side. Maybe you can flip the 15s and 16s on them. Maybe you can take them on the bull. But if you try to play the game of triples, they're going to get you.
And he, of course, is one of the darting legends in North America, at the very least, and some would argue internationally. Big Daddy. And one of the most pleasant gentlemen in darts.
Yeah. I've known him for a long time. He used to call me Mafia Mooney.
That makes sense. Is it the hats?
Oh, a lot of little things like that, yeah.
Do you ever go top of the morning to you?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that is a good response there. 5.87 plays a 4.89. Tyler Wiehe.
Braswell.
Down 2 points.
Man, if he would have tripped that 17, maybe take a look at that 20. He's going to leave the door open. Now, stay on the 17s.
Now, yeah, absolutely. But he had a 2-point lead going into that round. Get rid of the 20s first.
I think I still would have wanted to open up the trip 17. If I open the trip 17, then I can at least get rid of the 20s. then I can make it a 17-18s game.
That was the right
Grabbing
move
the
from Austin.
16s
He
is
was
not a bad
deciding
idea.
blocked. Yeah.
It's not a bad idea. I mean, it's 60-48, 54-48, 54-51. Look at your triple counts back and forth. But that's
This would be a
I was going to say that 60-51 right now is just killing him. He's going to have to get rid of that, at least the 60-point triple.
That would be a cool stat to keep, right? As boom goes nope, it's an 8 mark. But he gets the close on the 20s, which was huge there. Percentage of triples hit. You know, how many?
So it is tricky.
What is the percentage of how many triples? Yep.
I have, I speak to my son-in-law a lot about how they play cricket over there. And when they're in those Pro Tour warm-ups, they actually play cricket. And they don't look at it as a game of strategy. They look at a game as triples. Who can score the most triples?
Yep. It's a warm-up game.
Mm-hmm. Mickey Mouse is Cameron Minzy was telling you and I at Las Vegas.
Well, I couldn't understand a word he said, but I did hear either. Mickey Mouse in there.
But
Leighton asking,
over here,
have you seen Phil Taylor play cricket? And yes, soft tip. And yes, just didn't miss, which of course Phil Taylor just doesn't miss.
It's game of triples to them. I mean, but here's the thing: is you got Taylor knows strategies as well. A lot of those players, they know the cricket strategies. They play well in 501 against each other. They play cricket as a warm-up game, but they're still thinking about how they're going to win. And they know when to point, and they know when.
We're over 1K for the first time this evening, and Tyler Wiehe.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Not a good look on that board.
And that could close those 18s and move.
You got 2 houses. You're the 18 right now.
Yep. Oh. Try to go for the kill shot there at the end. The math added up to taking that shot, which is why he did it. And unfortunately, that first start's sitting a little bit off for Tyler, but he just throws it hard against the first one and moves it over a little bit. And that's how you hit a hat trick, with a block dart. Yeah, Jeremy Byrne, that Calcutta is heating up. We're not allowed to talk about it, though, as the commentators, I don't think. Isn't it illegal for us to talk about it?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Me either.
Yeah,
a place, right?
Who knows? Who knows? As someone that is not commentating or working that event, I will say, man, I wish that $2,000 pick on Rick Hinsey was real. It was a typo, unfortunately. It was a $200 bid, but there was some funny stuff going on there. I'm excited to see the Booyah Cup this weekend.
Yeah, let's as Austin Braswell is about to take a 4-2 lead, and then we will talk about the Booyah Cup preview a little bit, since Ryan and I will be there in the commentary booth with Mr. Will Stewart and USA Darts Productions. I don't know about you, Ryan, but I'm starting to feel like I'm good at this type of thing, doing commentary, because Will keeps giving us the good jobs.
I don't know. He just
he might not have anyone else, but still.
Well, I was going to say, I think he could probably get somebody else. But I'm not going to lie to you. Working with the ever-famous Sean Green makes the unknown Ryan Mooneyham sound good.
Well, the unknown Sean Green would like to thank the well-known Ryan Mooneyham for doing the same thing. Austin Braswell takes a 4-2 lead.
Look, Sean, you can make a rock throwing contest sound great.
Man, have you ever seen one of those? Those things are awesome. Get so many skips into there.
Oh, yeah.
30, 40, 50 skips. Oh, man.
Speaking of skips, Tyler Wiehe does not need to skip that trip 20.
And he won't. He hasn't yet.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Braswell was able to get rid of the high ground. We talked about that for the first 4-6 legs, or the first 5 legs on it. He was able to get rid of it, gets a 4-2 lead in leg 6. So, you know, the eventual, he moved over from the 17s into the 16s, caught a miss, was able to
Boom
take
goes
down the
the
high ground.
Florent.
So this is what's going to happen for Tyler. He's going to have to hold the high ground and not let Austin take it away again this time.
Stay in there. And stay in there one more time. Yep, and that's him controlling that higher ground, just like Ryan said. Great darts going on. Jared, I wouldn't know. I don't get a word in edgewise when Danny Baggish joins me in the commentary booth. It's kind of probably how Ryan feels when he works with me.
I just listen to Sean. It's easy. Plug in where you need to, give him some stats.
Well, you know what? Then let's tell everyone, listen to me right now, guys. Leave a comment in our chat. Hit that like button on our Facebook page. Let everybody know who is your least favorite CSC commentator. Is it Will Stewart or are you lying? And you will be entered into today's raffle where the winner will receive a $15 gift certificate to a-cdarts.com. Best of luck to all of our live Facebook viewers, except if you say that I'm the worst CSC commentator, then you're dead to me.
Brass will get rid of the 20. High ground gone. Holds the 19s. Wiehe, you're going to have to flip that 18.
Jay says Will Stewart. He's not lying. And you're right. That was the turning point in the last leg for Austin. You get rid of the 20s, and it gave him a chance. 20s are now gone, and he has the higher ground and in control. And that is the dead center of the trip 3. That's kind of impressive. I bet that first start, as soon as he let it go, he's like, where's that going?
That very well could be as simple as a toe placement on the line. When you're off by millimeters, it's incredible what little thing could have been different. Going early to 19s to get rid of it. Doesn't manage much on the 18s.
All right, Ryan, I don't approve of the two people who said that I was the worst commentator because they actually brought up really good points as to why I was the worst commentator, and I can't disagree with them.
Because
I messed up Despot. No, that would be a terrible reason. That's not even my fault. And I keep pronouncing John Huseman's name wrong.
Really? Did you hear I had mentioned Fallon's name the entire time we were in Vegas?
Chirac?
And look, I got a lot of grief for that. I want to make sure I got these names
Did you?
right. Oh, yeah. I got grief for it.
Well, for me, for sure you did. But I hope not from anyone else.
I just was told how to pronounce it. I'll leave it at that. And I apologize. It's just, you don't realize what your accent will do for you.
No, it's honestly, Dave is correct. I should say the players' names correctly, especially someone like John Huseman, who shot extremely well week 1 and is going to be one of the favorites, I think, at the end of the day. Remember, guys, week 1 of the very first week of the CSC Challenger Series Division 1, Season 1, I said that Nick Doyle was playing against someone instead of Kenny Doyle. So I even messed up Kenny Doyle's name. And if you can mess up Kenny Doyle's name, you can mess up anyone's. And I have gone on to show that repetitively throughout this process. Five mark from Braswell, not enough.
Tyler, you read that 17. You need to point out that 18, you read that 17. You need to push him out of that 17 because he had that 17 last time and he took you down.
There it goes. Back up. Yes, sir.
Smart move. Now you're playing 54 versus 48. You got to think that four 16s to my one trip 18.
And that's going to be the round that cost him this leg. Because 1-0 mark 16? At this point.
Here we go. 16-15 bull. Give it to me.
Still closing the 16s and 15s is huge here.
Plus
He's a step over player.
On a
Did you notice that?
Pardon?
Hits it. He does the step over. He moves across the line when he
that.
shoots at different targets.
How many times have you thrown the 16s and 15s and you went trip 8 or trip 10?
Oh, damn near every time. Sometimes I hit the 11 and the 6.
That's the reason why I slide. I slide to the left or slide to the right, depending on the segment, because I'm always high on those.
I just like the little shoulder turn. 16, shoulder turn, 15. Bam, bam.
Good leg.
5.28.
4-3.
And that will take us to the break, ladies and gentlemen. Sit down, relax, hit that share button, and listen to these beautiful interviews of Tyler Wiehe and Austin Braswell with the great Nick Young Buck Dirachi to share. We'll be right back right after this.
Hello, everybody. Nick DeShera here, joined by Austin Braswell. Decided to go over to Trick Shots Metro West, where you're going to be playing your match out of for your upcoming CSC match. Excited to see you on our stream once again. How's it feel to be back on our show?
Good. It feels really good. Last season didn't go as well as I wanted in Division 1, but now in Division 2, hopefully we'll have a better run.
What's going to be your game plan to come out on top?
Hopefully, just hit the darts that I'm throwing and not try and do too much at one time.
And then when you're playing these long format matches, right? I mean, you don't see much else out there that's race to 9 style cricket on soft tip boards. How do you stay focused and engaged knowing that there could be like these real lulls in the match and these real high moments as well?
I mean, to be honest, it comes from playing in these tournaments. You play for hours and hours in these soft tip tournaments. So playing to a race to 9 is a little bit easier when it's just you. When it's just one person throwing the whole time, it gets a little easier. Yeah, you have some moments where the darts start to fade on you a little bit, but it happens to everyone. So you just have to stick through that, keep throwing, and hope that it goes. And
looking at your history of the Division 1 in particular, you've played in it plenty of times now, you've had a couple shots at it, and now you're in Division 2. First off, who are you picking to win Division 1 this season? And B, do you feel like going to Division 2 might be helpful, hurtful, or okay with your game?
So, going to Division 2, the difference is the averages are lower, but the averages are so much closer together. So it's so hard to pick on a week in, week out basis who's going to win. In Division 1, you've got those guys who are a full point ahead of people at the bottom. So it's kind of a little bit of a different thing in 1 and 2. But in 1, I mean, there's 3-4 guys that it's hard to bet against. The problem is it just depends on who plays. Like, I mean, you've got Gates and Jules playing each other right now.
Right at the time of filming this.
So it's like whoever wins that has a really good shot to go to the final. So it's hard.
I want to make you pick. You're not going to get away with saying there's a couple good guys.
I have to go. I've got to go Jules. I mean, it's hard to bet against a guy that can just at any moment decide to turn it on.
You guys heard it here. He says Mike Maloney can't win it. No, I'm just kidding. Now, what do you want to say to your friends, fans, family, anybody else that's going to be watching this?
Hopefully I throw the best that I can for you guys, but I appreciate all the support, everyone texting, reaching out, saying all the nice things. I just appreciate all of it.
Well, I'm excited to see you on the stream once again, my man. It's always a good time to watch you there. And of course, there's a little Florida bias with me. I mean, I want to see Florida do well. So, Austin, all I can say is best of luck in your match, my man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All customers that purchase our March 2024 Dart of the Month special will automatically be entered into a raffle to win a set of Target Bolide Void darts. Winner's choice to the soft tip 18 gram number 10 model or steel tip 22 gram 01 or 03 models. Congrats again, by the way, to Joe Niedert, who won last month's giveaway. Our March Dart of the Month features the entire Target HEMA darts range, which is marked way down, providing an awesome savings for you guys all month long. I already did an in-depth review of the full HEMA range 2 years ago. Watch that video on our YouTube page at AZ Darts. Since I've already thrown all of the different HEMA models, I asked Duke to grab me my personal favorite set, which is the Model 03 23 gram steel. Thank you, Duke. Do a quick test throw with the Target K-Flex system on here. Oh man, I just missed the 3 in the red, I think. Well, you've got 5 barrel variants to choose from. Let's focus in on here. All completely different grip reference points in the HEMA range, all fitted with smooth silver Swiss points, striking bold radial grooves all throughout. Just a sick range for the sale price. That's it for now, folks. Head on over to a2zdarts.com, click on the Dart of the Month banner on our homepage to make your HEMA purchase and enter our raffle. And yes, we ship internationally. The checkout cart will calculate shipping for you overseas, guys and gals. Thanks for watching.
Well, hello everyone, I am Nick Teixeira, joined by Tyler Wiehe here, and we're going to be doing a little interview in person, changing it up a little bit as we happen to be at the same event. And Tyler, we're excited to have you on the CSC Challenger Series Division 2 matchup. Where are you playing out of?
I'll be playing out of Bill's Pub for Acme Music and Vending in St. Joseph, Missouri.
And for those that are seeing your face for the first time, can you tell us how long you've been playing darts? What got you into the sport?
I've been playing for about 6 years. What really got me into it is my parents used to play, and I just kind of took it up.
Well, I mean, you made a good run considering you're already in Division 2 of the CSC, and it's a tough one. I mean, Austin Braswell, not only a veteran in Division 1, but now in Division 2, a top-tier shot, and it's going to be a tough matchup. What's going to be your game plan to come out on top?
I think my game plan is probably just going to be throw my darts, throw my style of darts, and duke it out to the end.
Now, are you someone that when you are on a live stream, does it excite you? Does it make you nervous a little bit? I mean, how does that make you feel?
Not really. I mean, sometimes you'll get the jitters, but I think I'm past that, so we should be good to go.
Perfect. And with the CSC, I mean, these tough, long format matches, it can get into a real slog sometimes. How do you stay focused when you're playing something where it's a race to 9 when most tournaments are best of 3s, best of 5s?
Just the way we practice, you know, on a weekly basis. We play long format stuff. Leagues are long format, so that's really how we prepare to do it.
And then for the people watching, there's going to be some people that decide, you know what, I want to get into darts because I see Tyler, I see Austin, they're throwing dynamites over there and booms left and right. What advice do you give to that brand new player that decides to pick up the game?
It's a hard game at first. Practice, practice, practice.
And then I know you're from that Kansas area. Can you tell us a little who your favorite partner is to play with? I know everyone is controversial. Who's your favorite?
So Tim McCoy's he's my league partner. He's my kind of my ride or die when it comes to playing darts. So shout out to him.
And then any other shots you want to do to friends, fans, family, or anybody else?
Man, everybody that supports me, sends me messages, I greatly appreciate it.
Well, rare opportunity for us to be able to talk in person here, states apart. So really cool that we were able to sit down and do this. And hey, man, the match is right around the corner, so I'm going to wish you the best of luck in your match.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Nick.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the CSC Challenger Series, brought to you by Partners Promoting Darts. Will Stewart in the booth with you, joined by my good man, Ryan Mooneyham, who's going to be joining me for the Booyah Cup come this weekend. Ryan, buddy, how you doing?
It's good, Will. How are you doing? How's travels treating you today?
Well, I found myself stuck in Indiana. So I'll be making the trip up to Wisconsin here. Took a left turn when I should have taken a right turn, but I'll be there Friday about 7 p.m.
Well, looks good. I'll be looking forward to seeing you. Hope the stream will be set up on time. I don't know what to do when I get there.
Definitely don't touch anything. I will take care of it. I'll make sure the stream is up and running by the Booyah Cup finale. How about them apples?
That'll be fine. How's the wife? How's the kids?
Is over. Terrible as always. All right, so let's get back to this. I got good at the accent there about halfway through, and then I lost it again. But I had him there for a good while. I think I killed Ryan. All right. Well, the players are going to get going here. 4-3 scoreline. Austin Braswell over Tyler Wiehe. Tyler's been very impressive. Austin's been very impressive. It seems that Austin might have figured out how to defeat Tyler when Tyler goes first. However, Tyler also just has the game to continue to pour on the points whenever he needs to. Oh,
we talked all stream about this high ground. We've talked all stream about the high ground. Who's held the high ground? Austin was the first one to take it away early, was able to get back and to take the leg and then turn on and push him into a 4-3 finish. So we'll see how he plays this next section here. And you're going to have to – now's when you have to start making your moves. If you're down a leg, you're going to have to try to win a leg. You can't let him keep slipping away.
You're not wrong there, but Austin with the opportunity. If the throw stays the same all the rest of the way through, Austin wins this 9-7, which is my exact scoreline prediction at this point in time. I did have Austin winning at the start. I didn't give a scoreline, though. They are destroying the over-under for 9 marks that would have been created. And it's just because Austin only had 2 last week, and he has already, I believe, tripled that number here tonight.
Well, I think the competition out of Tyler's pushed Austin. Competition out of Austin's pushing Tyler. Tyler's having made, last week he had the 9-9 marks. Tonight he's having to be a little more courageous on the 20s. Austin held the 17s, come back, took away the 18s, took away the 20s, was able to take the leg. Now the table's set. Let's see who's got the game and the know-how and the willpower to push through this.
Daniel with a good comment in there. Daniel, I might take you up on that. And it's also, by the way, the first time someone has commented something that I actually agree with when it comes to the Dynamite stuff. Booyah Goes the Dynamite might be the appearance this weekend. I think that makes perfect sense.
I'll second that.
Nick, does it pass?
It passes.
Then it shall be done.
Ooh,
and how about that from Austin Braswell? Boom goes the Dynamite for the Floridian, playing at Metro, Trick Shots Metro West, near Orlando,
you got to think about
Florida.
You got to think about it. Every time we hear Boom Goes the Dynamite, what do I think? Another 9 mark. Do we want to be the commentators that say, oh, there's another 9 mark. There's another 9 mark. No, let's hear Boom Goes the Dynamite.
Yeah, I agree. It's awesome at this point.
Uh-oh.
He gave a roar behind him, too. He wanted it.
It was a big shot. Coming down the board. Take away the 17s. Get rid of the 18s.
The one storyline that we have not mentioned yet, Tyler has yet to break the throw of Austin Braswell. Austin has broken Tyler's throw twice. So at this point, again, Austin in control of the match if he just holds his throw the rest of the way through. He wins this thing 9-7. And it's not often in the CSC Challenger Series where the scoreline's 1 and it's flipped like this. But that right there is a little bit of the coffin shot that you have coined, Mr. Mooneyham.
Yeah, I do appreciate. I heard that you mentioned that they're not on one of the series, so it was pretty nice to hear.
It's one of my all-time favorite names for something. The Trip 16.
Well, you got to
Trip
think about
15
it.
Double
You got to
bowl.
think about it. Trip
Oh,
16,
yeah.
Trip 15, double bowl. I mean, you basically said, "Oh, here's the coffin.
Yep.
I need one to close it."
This leg is dead. And they backed it up there. And man, it's just so impressive to like have a player like stop it, have them wave it down, back it up, and then he still throws another bowl.
Yeah, I always appreciate the players that'll take the time to correct the score. If the score's right, and are the score's wrong, we correct it. It's let's go, let's get it fixed.
Yep.
Let's get the right score.
Yeah, I'm not I like playing remote tournaments and remote leagues. I'm not a fan of like having to take a picture of the thing. Like if someone's just like waves me down, I'm just literally going to hit accept the backup because they're going to know what they're doing. They're not going to try and cheat. And if they do to win it, cool, good for them. I don't know what they get out of that, but congratulations,
It's called a hill of beans. You're going to cheat for a hill of beans because I don't remember paying my mortgage with what I won in my last DRT.
You're trying to tell me that 150 didn't go to good use?
Yeah. By the time I got that eaten out, it was gone.
So you do not eat like Will Stewart. That's one other thing that I appreciate you about you, Ryan.
I could sit down and eat a meal with the best of them, folks.
Same. I'm in that same, but that's why we look the way we do, bud. All right, guys, let's mention it again tonight. This live stream is brought to you by A to ZDarts.com. And they're doing a live stream giveaway, as always. $15 gift certificate to A-ZDarts.com. All you got to do is leave a comment in our chat, hit that like button on our Facebook page. That will enter you in for your chance to win that $15 gift certificate. That's better than free shipping. You know how good that is.
Speaking of free shipping, is Tyler going to get rid of that 20? Nope.
Nope, he's going to go boom. Goes the dynamite. That's our 10th 9 mark of the evening. I would have guessed the over-under would have been around 13, but we'll let Will see what that is. Hey, how about the mouth, Mr. Don Kirby? And don't be shocked, folks. That is not him yelling at you. That's just his normal speaking voice. Got the job done last night. But he has to run through the loser side of the bracket. Paul Rogers. I did do this as a rattle off earlier, but I'll go ahead and repeat myself, I guess. If you want to know how to become eligible to play in the CSC Challenger Series and other big tournaments like that, all you got to do is go to dartstoc.com and check out the map. The map will show any location with G3 boards within the PPD system. They are always accepting new members, so if you're not seeing anything in your area, just have your vendor contact them on the website. From there, you can sign up for leagues on the website. And Ryan, it doesn't take a ridiculous amount of games to be eligible either. If you just consistently play one league a week, that's a good league, you will continue to be eligible for events like this in the future. Again, go to dartstoc.com to get signed up today, just like the cool people have done. No, Paul, I'll always do it for you, buddy. I saw Seth Shade in the chat earlier. Huge shout out. Paul Rogers. I mean, we have a lot of great fans and a lot of great followers of our show, the CSC Challenger Series, but those are two that were with us from night 1 of season 1 of the CSC Challenger Series. You always remember those names, So I appreciate all of you that have been watching along since the get-go. Thanks for sticking with us early on while we learned how to actually do this job.
It's been a long
we're still learning
process.
today, right, Ryan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was literally about to make the same joke. We've been still learning. It's been fun though, because it's also just you talk about those viewers that have been tuning in for so long. Can we just acknowledge the fact of how much the chat culture has grown and changed over time as well? And the chat used to be just like us when we first started. Of these like we were just blown away at anybody throwing anything above a 4.2. It felt like, and nowadays we're all just like, yep, here's another 5, here's another 7. The chat's laughing and joking, and all these like memes and jokes that we make throughout the years. It's been cool to see how it's developed on that end with the chat and you guys as well.
It's also put my face on TikTok with the USA Dart, PBD things, to where I have students are like, "That's my teacher, Mr. Green," because they're on TikTok. I do not TikTok. I do not tick the talk or dance around the clock. But yeah, so I'm TikTok famous already.
Speaking of TikTok, I do not TikTok either, but you think my wife would not spend so many hours on it.
Man,
back to the match.
I can't do it.
Back to the match. Screw that 18, Tyler.
Especially once you mentioned your wife. Anyway, Dennis Sandin. Oh, the CSC legend and TOC
Crazy White Horse
legend in the chat. Hey, Dennis, hope you're doing well, my friend. Mike, we're not talking about it. We're not talking about it. All right. Braswell stepping up. Oh, now Tyler's stepping up. In control of this leg, Austin only throwing a 3.67. You kind of expect that average to go up on the 16s and 15s if he's given the opportunity, which is why Tyler's not going to do that. Oh, just into the treble 8.
He stepped over, and it's just a little high, but he steps over just like I do. Trip 8, trip 11 is his buddy if he doesn't do it.
Yeah, I used to move along the line when I played darts, and then I got very comfortable just staying in one spot. I'll move over if I'm blocked one way or the other and I need something, and I'm perfectly comfortable doing that. But for the most part, I just stay in the same spot.
Playing 501, I don't move around. Playing cricket, I do move around. On 501, I want to be center of the board because I want to be lined up for a double, regardless of where I end up. So I've got to adjust my 17s and any 15s or 16 shots for setups because I want to be lined up with that double. I don't want to slide to the inside on a double 16, but I usually set up for tops and double 18 so much. So when I play cricket, I just move around the board. Maybe I need to work on. I want to go all 18s. I want the best shot at them.
I love how I'm sitting here talking to you guys like I'm an actual dart player. If I had Austin's average in this leg, which is his worst leg of the match, I'd be happy. So I'm going to snap out of this where I'm not the dart connoisseur like Mr. Mooneyham is, but the much better dart player is definitely you in the room. If you want, we can prove it this weekend. I'll let you take a few games off me. Keith Williams, we appreciate the comments. Perfect. Never mind. I can whoop you. Soft tip's my game, though. That's my jam. 4.14 from Tyler Wiehe. We get ourselves a 5-4 scoreline. He's keeping within striking distance, but he will still have to break Austin's throw only once, potentially, to win the match. But he still has to do it, and so far he has not shown that he's been capable of it. But it only takes one. In control already with the 20s. To me, a 4 on the 20s
not
is
happy
like
with that.
I did my job at least. Yeah. But in Division 2 of the CSC Challenger Series, Tyler Wiehe can come right back with a 9. Not going to, though.
Well, he wanted it too. He wanted that trip 19 first start. Flew high to the 7. A little too much power, a little too much go.
4 for 4 there. Beautiful first start from Austin. Immediately going to look down.
He aims very well.
I mean, it's just straight on with that eye line.
Yeah, he definitely does a lot more aiming.
Yeah, funny enough, you're talking about his aim
Yeah, go
there,
ahead.
but you're when you look at Austin's throw, the thing he was telling himself, he was explaining to the gentleman sitting back there, his name's Skylar. It's this good buddy that comes out to a lot of darts, about what he's been trying to focus on
Skylar
with
Carpenter.
his throw. Yeah, Skylar Carpenter, that's correct. And when he brings it back, you see that at the very end by the shoulder, it almost kind of curves in just a little bit. You kind of see he moves his hand just that slice a bit. And he's conscientious of that and trying to fix that. And that's to the level of precision of which he wants to have his dart stroke at.
All right, Tyler. Going back down. Only gets 5, and he shakes his head at that. He really wanted more after the first dart. But
You want that trip 20 going.
so far, he's been able to stick with Austin, maybe be a little bit ahead of Austin in this leg, but Austin's going to try and close that down now. Staying up there. Boom goes the dynamite. Austin Braswell. Super darts, indeed. Right back in control.
Got to stay there, Tyler.
He does so. Still
Man,
down
if
15.
I'm Austin. I'm good at 19 right now.
Ideally.
You got to close.
He's going to be annoyed it took all
it.
3 darts.
Yeah, unfortunately, he needed to just 2, then go back to the 20 for points. Single 18, trip 20 out of Tyler right now can flip this game. Tyler has to think that away and not just pile up a bunch of points.
I agree. That's how I would be thinking about it. But at the same time, I'm probably not the person you should go to of how you should be thinking about it. Jim,
I don't know if I wouldn't
Yates
have tried to
asking,
close
how many
that
levels of
20 there.
competition? Jim, there's 2 divisions here. Mondays is Division 1. Wednesdays is Division 2. And everyone is just talented, no matter what division they're in. And big darts there from Austin Braswell, who played in last season in Division 1. He was one of the 8 players that dropped down to Division 2 from last season.
To answer a question in chat there from Chris, he says, what
Big
day
darts.
is normally singles league there as we get a?
Boom goes the dynamite.
You could tell that explosion was from far away from the sound traveling. Anyways, dumb joke there. So they don't do singles leagues for PPD, and that's simply just for a board real estate issue. A lot of these bars here, if they could have at least twice as many leagues if they were required doubles or more. Now you can do 2-person, 3-person, or 4-person leagues. And if you want that singles experience, they actually have leagues built in where there is singles games, and there's also singles online remote tournaments run by the PPD as well.
You're flipping the wrong screens. There you go. Nick DeShera, ladies and gentlemen, cannot multitask, typically. It's hard to do.
That's fair, but out of the three of us on the mic right now, I'm the only one that knows how to use the streaming software.
That's why I said I couldn't do it, nor would I want to. I'm very happy just sitting here and watching darts and just chatting like I'm on the couch with my friends who are hundreds of miles away from me. Until this weekend. Austin Hines, Bubba in the chat, a.k.a. Buzzsaw, defeated me 4-0 on my own live stream, says, what's the average and how do you make level 2 or division 2? Well, you just got to be in the top 1,000 on the all-star rank list at the closing date, and you have to be in the top 64 in averages, NPR, with PPD leagues. That's the only and best way that you could possibly be eligible to play in this. And players 1 through 32 are invited to Division 1, and players averaged 33 to 64 are invited to Division 2. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Just like Austin Braswell's bullseye finish here. Let's go to leg number 11. 6-4 lead here for Braswell.
Tyler has been
Colton will
strong in that
absolutely do that.
20s. He needs it. He needs
Yeah,
this leg
dead
right
center.
here. Come on,
There's
give me a
just so
Sean.
much room
Give me
for
a
him.
Sean.
But it's crisscrossed applesauce. Nah, it's crisscross applesauce there on the 20s, so he had to move down to the 19s. Kristen, there's not a Division 3. Josh Hill, that's about right.
Six open, 7 to back. Good leg for facing up right here.
And it's a big leg, too. If Braswell wins this one and takes the 7-4 lead, you want to talk about driver's seat.
Yeah, just 2 holds.
Tyler cannot afford to lose this. Yep. And right now, he just 3 holds a throw and the game's over. And Austin should know
was
that.
a good close on the 19s. Braswell's heavier on the 17s. Has used it to his advantage in several legs.
What you're going to see
a
from
bad
Austin,
shot at the 20s.
Yeah. Here's his mindset. For the opportunity to break the throw, he's going to be aggressive. He's going to do some different things than he would do in control of the leg and with the throw. He's going to take extra chances here because he knows when he hits them, they can be devastating. And if he does hit them, he is in complete control of the match. Would you agree with that?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can get rid of that trip 20 with another trip 17 right here. You can get rid of that 20. You got a 2-point lead. Why not?
Gets it.
Now he forces 6. Now he forces at least 4 out of the 18. He's going to have a triple on dart 1 or dart 2. Otherwise, the 17's protected.
Bye-bye.
Oh, you got to do it.
Tyler Wiehe. Boom goes the dynamite. I usually don't do it for every single one, and I have tonight. I'm so sorry. But that's number 13. What Ryan asked for, Ryan gets. There's nothing I can do about it, guys.
I was going to say, Ryan's a big fan of it.
Feel free to mute your live stream just for like the 3 to 5 seconds after seeing a third triple go into the number there.
Tyler not messing around
Jim.
this leg.
Jim asked, who do I need to speak with for the Kansas City, Missouri area? Man, get on dartsdoc.com and just look at that map because it's going to be filled with places you can play in this. And Austin Braswell gets another 9. Puts a little bit of pressure now on Tyler, who was in control right before that. This is a 5'8" playing a 6'2" in Division 2.
Back to the 18. Play smart.
Big darts. What a response. Both of them are averaging over a 6. 6.2 might lose here in Division 2 of the CSC Challenger Series. And I'm not surprised.
Better point.
Yep.
54 adds 3 bullseyes. Keep Braswell out. I got to have this leg. If I'm Tyler, I got to have this leg. He's going to throw a ton of bulls to catch me.
Yeah, that's why I got rid of it. A double here is huge. 5-3.
Still 5 bulls down.
Yep. And that's going to be pretty much all she wrote in this leg. And it is Tyler Wiehe. Holds off a fantastic leg from Austin Braswell against the throw. 6-5. No matter what, both players have been absolutely outstanding this evening. Austin's game, even though he is now in Division 2 versus Division 1, it has seemed to be improved. And Tyler Wiehe has it was not a fluke. He shot a 4.93 in week 1. Let's put it that way.
Speaking of a fluke, big door open right now for Tyler. I'd bury that trip 20 with everything I got right now.
This is the moment. And the dart gods are taketh away there on that second dart. Oh, man.
He moved. Only grabbed one. Braswell, close it. Go crash the 19s. Crash the 18s.
Yep, moment's gone. Austin's got to get rid of the 20, no matter what he does on the second dart. Luckily, it's the triple. There it goes. What's up, John Pilgrim? Excited to see you this weekend, buddy. Royal, you're too kind, brother. Too kind. And Bert, you might just get your wish this weekend. We knew someone had to wish for it to happen.
Chris, I see, has one more question in here, just about how much leagues do cost. If you guys do want to get involved, of course, they do have full breakdowns with all the rules on the website. But most leagues cost somewhere between $24 to $30, depending on the number of games played in a league. So I believe the average 15-game league is $28. That's $14 a person.
Switch the view. 7 mark from Wiehe. So now Austin stepping up. And thank you very much, Nick. I did not know that information, so I'm glad that you're able to provide that. And a 6 mark for Austin Braswell after the first start. Great adjustments. Ryan, who's been more impressive to you?
Braswell. He's been more calculated and more strategy. I think Tyler, in some ways, have been playing catch up. Tyler, the ones he's won, he's overpowered, but Braswell's the one that's taken the shots and used the strategy to win the legs. He had some overpowering ones, but he had some legs at strategy that the right shot at the right times has won the legs.
That last leg from Tyler, though, to bear down under that pressure that was provided by Braswell, I think speaks volumes for him settling in here.
I mean, the thing about it is when you're the most powerful, you're shooting the most powerful leg, and you're up, all through the leg, and then you come around the next leg and you're weak. You got to make the adjustments and try to use strategy to either keep the leg close or try to steal the leg, and then that's where Braswell's been the difference.
Well, there is another 9 from Tyler Wiehe, and Braswell's going to try and answer with another one. Oh, he wanted it, but 7 will
maybe
do.
Not take the second scene. I don't know. I think I would have wanted that 16 away, but I don't know. 48 to 57.
It's an 11-point advantage.
Nope, you can almost gain 2 darts.
But Tyler's not missed them yet. There's the first miss on the trip 16 after 5 darts at it. Guys, one last reminder. Leave a comment in our chat. Hit that like button on our Facebook page. Doing so will enter you into tonight's live stream giveaway from A2ZDarts.com. They're giving away a $15 gift certificate to their website. All you got to do is leave a comment in our chat, hit that like button on our Facebook page to get entered in for your chance to win. As we get another boom goes the dynamite from Tyler.
So that's
Wiehe.
8 out of 9 on the 16s. Braswell did take a look earlier. Austin could let this leg slip if he didn't get back out in front. See, now's the time for Tyler.
Hey.
Get rid of the 18, get rid of the 19.
Question for you. You might know this being from Kansas. Why is it pronounced Kansas and then Arkansas?
I don't know. I live in Missouri.
Oh yeah,
I know there's Jayhawks and Razorbacks.
Yeah, it was worth a try.
I mean, I don't know, dude. I didn't.
Missouri's the one that's shaped kind of like a bird, like a chick, right?
Yes.
Like a bird.
It sounds like a yeah.
Yeah, like a baby chick, like a peeps.
Brandon in chat saying Cooper Olson won his match tonight. I would like to thank in part to him playing me in the no cap last night and beating me 2 straight, but I know that has nothing to do with it.
No, it does not. But Sarah from Mishawaka, Indiana. Corey's from Merca. Creek or Crick? I say Creek.
Crick.
Really?
Run down to the creek.
Oh boy. Judge that for what you may.
Is it soda or pop?
Look at this. For the break a throw, though. The one that he needs to take this the distance, and he gets it. Tyler Wiehe has tied this bad boy up at 6. It's a best of 7 from here, bud. Sorry, best of 5 from here. It's getting late. Scotty, I feel you're talking about Mooneyham, and you're right.
I'm not watching any comments tonight. What did he say?
Oh, he said, we need to record your voice on a record.
Why?
I don't know, because you sound so good.
Oh, okay. Thank you. 5 mark open for Braswell. Wiehe. Trip 19, trip 19, trip 20. Did you got it?
Well, don't ask for too much. Although, if you watch Monday's stream, you probably think darts is the easiest game known to man. We're telling you right now, we showcase the best dart players across the United States in partners promoting darts, tournaments, and leagues. The best. So they're the best for the reason, and it's because they make darts look so easy. So don't expect, if you've never played before, to just step up to that line and hit that bullseye right away. You will probably miss the board. It is why I have so many holes in my classroom walls. Not from me, but the students. Caleb, I do not know who next Monday is. Do we know?
Should we say it? I don't know if we should say it.
Yes. We might as well. Everyone else does.
Fair enough. Our stream match will be, much to the benefit of our friend Lisa, Jules Van Doggen and Kevin Schmitz.
Woo!
Rabbit versus the Dragon.
Well, we would know what the final results of that would be if it was real creatures taking on each other. Unless that rabbit is very, very fast and very cunning. Still don't know how that would get the job done. So, but I'm excited for that matchup. That's going to be an exciting one. Kevin Schmitz, a very underrated Division I player. Remember, he's a former finalist in Division I of the CSC Challenger Series. He has the talent to stick with Jules.
And that tells the signs of the field evolving, right? I mean, the fact is that he's now becoming underrated when he was a previous finalist and is the same show of which he has done it, just because the field has continued to increase in precedence and prowess.
Yep. John, there were no records broken. However, I'm pretty sure 19 9 marks in 12 legs of darts is probably the record for that. But I can't say for sure. Grady, you're not wrong. He definitely stands more to the side. But it also could be the camera a little bit too.
Good close on the 20, point
Tyler
lead on the
again in
18.
control. This would be a huge, huge, huge leg for Tyler.
considering he was down 2 legs and he's tied it back up.
At the same time, if Tyler does win this leg, it doesn't really help him out advantage-wise very much. It could still go to a last leg decider where Austin would not have to break Tyler's throw ever, which is interesting, and that's why the alternate start sometimes is better. But, alas.
I agree. I'll keep it to myself. Here we go. 18's pointed up, 17's goodbye, Braswell into the 16s.
Trying to hit another treble. I got to start saying triple for the weekend. I'm in steel tip lingo for no reason.
Triple, triple, triple.
Double bullseye, single bullseye, double bullseye, single bullseye. Instead of bull and 25.
You'll have that.
Big darts from Tyler Wiehe. That's
65
true.
left,
Never mind,
25
you're
for
right.
40. You'll call it.
Oh, yeah. It's the only way to do that. I don't even care if you like double 10. And it looks like Wiehe is going to take the lead for the very first time in this match. And he'll do it in leg number 13. Needs a double. Single will do. Gets the job done and now is in the lead. And Austin dropped off that game significantly, a 3.63.
6-4 down, 7-6 up now for Wiehe.
Well, when you see drop-offs like that from Austin, right, and comparatively to other players, you're looking at a mechanical player versus a arm feel player. Arm feel players typically won't have as big of a drop-off because they usually will figure out where they're going after the first dart. But mechanical players, sometimes the machine doesn't feel well-oiled and takes time to dial back in, and that's why you see those off legs can be really off for players that do have throws like that.
Yeah, let's remind everybody. A really off leg is not a 3.63. I just need that to be perfectly clear. Because a really off leg for an average dart player is like a 1. So it's a really off leg for Austin Braswell. But yeah, his mechanical throw is still way better than most people's feel throw. Even if it is a little bit greased up. And Nick, I would say you also have a very mechanical throw. And I don't actually think I've seen Ryan throw a dart. Boom goes the dynamite, Braswell.
I would say I'm a free throw. I don't worry about mechanics. I worry about mental status.
You just count the W's.
I try to play chess as best I can in cricket. And in 501, I want to make sure that I'm counting right. Make mistakes, leave myself on 168, 159, stupid stuff like that. I don't want to happen. In cricket, I'm thinking, what is my 60 doing to his 54? What is his 54 doing to my 45? What I need to hit to get rid of that.
I will also just want to say that I don't actually agree with what you said there, Sean, about my throw being mechanical. Fun fact, I really feel like I'm the opposite. My setup's very mechanical, me going up to the board and my body positioning and all that, but that's actually all pre-throw. My actual throw itself, as I, of course, forget to do a switch here, so don't mind me, first-time streamer.
That's right.
But my actual throw itself is
when you talk, we know
entirely just off feel and go. But it's only that stuff beforehand, and that's where you'll see like the differences in these different players. Is some have a big emphasis on how they set up before they get to the line, but you'll see like here once Tyler's actually up and going, his throw's not particularly mechanical. He pretty much just goes at it right from the hip. So yeah, you'll see the big differences in all these different players.
Yeah. You're right. Your throw is very mechanical until it's not mechanical. Good point. So I would say Tyler definitely is more of a feel thrower. Yeah, he comes off straight off the hip, doesn't set. Some players will set and then set their body on top of that, very controlled. And I'm just saying, Nick, you're one of the players that does that. And I don't mean it as like a negative thing at all. I'm just saying that
Well,
I wish
took it
that
as
Well, we
I could
also
have
talking
that type
about-
of mechanical throw.
You also talk about rhythm too. Rhythm player, rhythm shots, flow.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can slow down a rhythm player, I try to be a free thinker on the line. I want the game. I want to dictate the game when I can, but I may have to adjust to how the game's being dictated to me.
Points.
If I start worrying about where I stand or
Points again.
you know, the wind or whatever, then I'll lose the leg.
Yeah, and I would say that's where my advantage in darts is too, is my brain, and it's just from doing this job for so long. As Tyler,
I was gonna say, speaking of doing the job, we're gonna have ourselves a bullseye
He's-
race.
yeah, Austin still needs 3 before Tyler gets 7, and that looks like it's going to be a tie ball game here, 7-7,
Bullseye.
best of 3 here, and no one has to break a throw still at this point. The last leg decider will be a 3-dart count up cork to see who starts that. So if it stays chalk here, where everyone holds their throw, we will go to a last leg decider. Mr. Watt,
Let's
I
see
can't
how
wait to
the
see you too,
pressure
buddy.
builds. Let's see how the pressure builds now. You're 2 legs away. You don't want the last leg decider. Do you come out strong, get the first leg? Do you overpress in the second leg? What's going to happen, folks?
If I'm Austin, I'm more aggressive right now than I will be in the next leg if I'm going first. And he plays that way. He will take more risks here because he knows how important it can possibly be. Because it's almost a bonus if he wins this leg, right? If he doesn't, he's still fine. He's still in good shape for his expectations. There's a reason everyone in the game of in Chicago format picks cricket in leg number 3, no matter what. And if you don't,
I always pick 301.
you're at a
leg
disadvantage.
1. Yeah, 301 leg 1. Needs that triple.
No, Jeremy,
Needs
I did
that
not do
triple.
that. Gets it. Important dart. At some point, one of them cannot withstand the pressure of the other. Right?
19s. Get
Like,
rid of
at
it.
some point. He is now. And he does so. 8 mark for Tyler Wiehe.
That's a big, strong turn. That's a bam turn. Oh, Braswell. Now's not the time for the window.
He went from the window to the wall there because that opportunity is closed. In this
Exactly.
leg, pretty much.
You don't want to give them a look.
Till the sweat drops down the dart hall.
Where all these flights fall. And we did a good enough job, I think, to save it. Anyway, back to Austin. Who, again, you can't go 1 mark, 2 mark. Not in Division 2.
No,
Not at the skill level. You'll get destroyed for it every time.
well, it takes the pressure off Tyler, but Terrell puts the pressure right back on himself. I wouldn't say this is a gift leg, but when you open the door up like this and he comes crashing through, you give him that edge going into the next leg where it's got to be yours and doesn't have to be his.
Yep. Austin's now just practicing for the next leg, which will be the most important leg of the match until the following leg. And Daryl, you know you love us. Tyler, 3 bowls away from only being one leg away. We can call that a coffin shot of sorts.
Trip 16, trip 15, double bull.
I don't know. I just kind of like it for just any round that just like cements it. But you're right. It should just be.
You make sure you use that in the movie.
Well, it would have to happen in the movie, and that's just really unrealistic. I'm just kidding.
I'm just trying to get inserted into something I have nothing to be a part of.
You don't want it to be my character's thing. Trust me. You don't want anything that's your thing to be my character's thing. That was a stretch of excitement, folks, as he leans forward into his chair. Remember, he's old. Anytime he moves forward, he also makes that creaking sound. Austin Braswell needs to win this leg to send us to a last leg decider. He will get the throw. And this might be the most important 3 darts of the entire leg. And you can see they're a little bit nervy.
Got to get at least closed. Needs that triple. Smartly stays high to get it closed.
Yep.
Last thing you do is, and last thing you do is leave it open and let Tyler crash it. He's been dominant on that 20. He's taking a look. Look at the eyes.
Yep, and this is where Tyler having the advantage here, 8-7, is a real advantage because he is free with no pressure on him, really. If he wins the leg, that's a bonus, and great. I win 9-7. If he loses the leg, it's almost expected at this point with the way the play has gone so far. So he's going to take his opportunities, and he gets to play a little bit more free. Austin has to play. He's going to be all the pressure's on him. Wiehe is free to play his game. Oh, man. Who needs the entire chair when you just are going to be sitting on the edge of your seat? Hit that share button, guys. Are we going the distance? We're going to find out here in just a couple of minutes. Because I have a feeling this
right now, Braswell's not giving up that 20.
It's going to get scrappy.
Yes, so Braswell's not giving up that 20. He's going to make Tyler earn it.
Well, just also look at the body language. Tyler, and Austin, they're not very emotive people in general, so let's not get too crazy with it. But I feel like Tyler's body language has been pretty consistent, and Austin's on these last few turns has started to show his frustration, which he's really been keeping under control the whole night and just being stone-faced. I wonder if that's a show of the mentality right now.
Well, it's this has to be Braswell's leg. I don't care. It has to be done where Tyler has one leg to let go, and Braswell has to think to himself, I have to not miss.
Which you never want to put pressure on yourself to think that you cannot miss. I like the fist bump at the end, or fist pump at the end for the 3. But big round there, almost swings the fences.
Give her the 19, Braswell.
Does so with a Maloney double. And a little shoulder motion. I don't know if you saw that bad boy in the background.
Ooh.
Tyler Wiehe.
That's the move there.
Big 9. What a time for it.
That is a monster 9 mark.
Braswell needs one of his own. Is he going to get one of his own 18s? Oh. It's always the right move if you hit it, and now you're going to question it.
I was going to say, if a triple 18 is a free shot.
Tyler is still going to shoot at it. He's been free this game. Just kidding. Goes on the 7 on the 18s. Just when you thought you knew what was going to happen.
He's at the high ground. 18s to 16s.
Bam. Man, you can see the camera moving at the bass that's in this place. The whole place is jumping, 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 jumping. Quick, someone play a country song for the last leg decider if it goes the distance right now, but Tyler Wiehe trying to make that not happen. What a display from the kid from Kansas.
Down 6-4. There's a leg away from winning this thing 9-7. Gotta be smart here,
Keeps
Mr.
it
Wiehe.
interesting.
Gotta stay smart. Too much aggression sometimes can cost you.
There's the aggression. Oh,
Yeah,
there's the
that would've
opening.
been an 8.
Wide
I was gonna
open.
say, there's your door opening right here.
This is what you rubbed the genie lamp for, is this opportunity right here. I was going to get run over.
Ooh.
And the opportunity's
Doesn't
gone.
manage a triple. Doesn't manage a triple. Had to have a triple that round.
Two 15s will do. Does it with a double bowl or 18s?
Nah.
Back to the 18s. What an
Let's
mark.
bury this thing. Let's get this
Wow.
over with.
Tyler Wiehe from 6-4 down and 7-5 down is going to win this without it going to a last leg decider. Most likely. Outside chance, though.
3
4-3 is
bulls.
the score
Door's
line.
open. The door is open.
Needs them.
Tyler just needs to
Needs 'em,
shut it
'cause you
right
almost
now.
You can expect Austin to hit 4 here. Big dart for the match. And he gets it on the outside rim. And Tyler Wiehe, a 5.2 at the end of the day. Austin Braswell did nothing wrong. He had one bad throw, and that's the difference here, man. It's one dart differences, right?
I mean, yeah. I mean, the power scoring of Tyler was probably the tale of the tape. I think he had his moments when he missed, but for the most part, the legs he won, he overscored. He powered his way through the bottom like he did in that last leg. Kept the high ground, held the high ground. Austin scrapped back out and took legs out from underneath him by playing more chess with him. But however, it just didn't work out for Austin in the end. The shots didn't come. 3 fats, 2 openers. I mean, those are the things that kill you.
Yeah, I mean, you're dead on right there, Ryan. And it's not the end of the road. It's a double elimination style tournament. That was the winner side of the bracket. So Austin just now has to go through the loser side, which is not going to be easy. As Rich Sturbins found out earlier, our defending champion is out of Division II of the CSC Challenger Series. It's what a tough field, man. And we're still at a point where anything goes. But Tyler Wiehe impressed me a lot tonight. He threw free. Throwing free Tyler Wiehe. There you go, if you don't have a nickname.
Well, there you go. And you also got to look at the fact that when you are in control of most legs, which he was in the beginning, and then he got a little bit down, but he was able to go from 6-4 to 7-5 to 9-7. I mean, once you get out in front, you got to keep the mentality to keep triples drumming, keep people's drumming, keep them coming, and then take the shots, But he kept the scoring up above. Austin was scrappy, got legs off of him early, but the scrappiness didn't come late for him. And it's, they both shot well. I mean, we can't discount either one of them.
What we saw was actually just a swing of strategy, right? We saw Tyler get out early. Austin figured out how to break the throw, and then Tyler figured out how to break the Braswell throw at the right time. And timing was everything in this one, and Tyler just timed it a little bit better, getting the first lead at 7-6, and just didn't look back. But hey, don't forget.
No,
Go ahead.
I was going to say there was
this.
times whenever Tyler was able to, instead of going to the bull, he put a trip 18 in again and stretched that lead more. There, he was going to win those legs, not get him stolen out from under them. That was the difference there late.
There you go. Well, I got to do this, so it's going to extend this ending a little bit. Sorry about that. But don't forget, like I almost did, the March Dart of the Month is here. Enjoy a $15 discount on all Target Hema darts this March. All customers that buy a set of Hema darts will automatically be entered into the live raffle giveaway. Target Bolade Void darts. The winner there gets to choose soft tip 18 grams or steel tip 22 grams. And then also, just restocked all that Luke Lidler gear. Go get it before it's gone. It's going to sell out quicker than as quick as the Mark McFadden V2s did. They're still available in steel though, so get those. And then head on over to the blog if you find some time to do so. But Ryan, man, first of all, huge shout out, big win from Tyler Wiehe. You played really well. Austin, you shot great, dude. There wasn't a whole lot you did wrong there. It just Tyler beat you at the end of the day. But Ryan, man, I have enjoyed every second of this, and I can't wait to spend all this time with you this weekend, even if we have to do it with Will.
Yeah, no, I'm really excited. It's big shout out to both players. I think Tyler had the more powerful game today. Braswell's strategies were the right strategies. It just didn't hit the way they should have. Both of them are phenomenal players. Neither one of them is to take anything, bad from this experience. I mean, come on, you're the top 64 in the nation. And let me tell you, the people that are in front of you and the people that are behind them, they're all good. So hats off to anyone that's in these divisions.
You're not wrong there. Man, another former champion's out. Chris Watson gets beat by Brett Hollanday, which either way that goes, a former champ is going to be out of the CSC Challenger Series there for Division II. That's crazy. So it's not easy this time around, and it's there's a lot left in the show to go, and that's the most exciting part about this whole thing. Just the beginning here after 2 weeks. But thanks so much for joining us. If you want to see more of Ryan and I, or at least hear more of Ryan and I, maybe not see as much of us, head on over to the USA Darts live stream this weekend. But Nick's also doing a live stream tournament himself, so also go support him and what he's doing, and any other live streams that are going on. Tune in, watch those bad boys. But that'll do it for us here for Partners Promoting Darts, the CSC Challenger Series. I'm Sean Green. Ryan Mooneyham, thanks for joining me, buddy. I really appreciate it. Guys, have a great night. Thank you so much for watching along. See you next time.